the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning, Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. My baby's leaving. I know. He's packed. Oh, my God, he's leaving. Dr. D, say something. You don't have kids. Why am I listening to you for?
Well, I was just going to say,
I don't know.
What I'm about to say, you're not going to take very well.
Oh, I'd say something.
But you should have known
It was happening.
that this would happen 18 or 20 years following the birth of a child.
20.
So you should have thought ahead, a little forethought.
That's it.
A little foresight.
I want to put somebody
2020
on,
vision.
I want to put someone who's on to your left. Dominique Hackett. She knows me 27
She'll
years.
be more sympathetic.
She has 5 kids, and she's ahead of me. Say something to make me feel better.
I have 5 birds that have flown.
I know.
Something to make you feel better. Okay. It's just a different chapter. Now you get to start a new relationship with your children. And it's really fun.
Yeah, but he left with my American Express card. So the relationship is still the same.
Wait. You've trained him well. Don't leave home without it.
Exactly. Oh, my God. How you doing?
I'm doing really well.
All right, now we got a lot going on in the stars.
We do.
In the cosmos. It's August.
It's August 18th,
Ooh.
and it's after the new moon, so
Yes.
everybody is just full of wonderful new ideas and new projects. This is a great time to plant those new seeds.
That's it? I mean, really? I wanted to be, I'm still, I'm not just, I'm a jacked person, but I'm just like, oh, the whole month for me.
If you want to go a little deeper, the moon's in Libra, and so it's kind of a time of balance.
Okay.
Have balance in your life.
Thank you. Thank you. Dominique Hackett. Woo! All right, to your left, we have Ninja Gill. How you doing? I'm addicted to that show now.
How fun is it to watch? How fun is it to watch?
I never even knew about the show
inhuman.
until
is.
you were on it.
And
I know.
every episode I watch, I get a little bit more upset, so I'm training just a little bit harder. I'm going to win that show next year.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Unbelievable.
And you're going to be there.
I would love to
We're
be
going to
there.
promote it on Teen Sports Radio.
Yes.
I'm serious.
Yes.
Well, you've got the body.
Thank you.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
He does it.
It's the little bendable ones that do so good.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I don't wait too much.
flexible.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
like
bendable, it's
6'4". It doesn't
flexible.
help you. No, it's like one of those big boy things. Doesn't make it happen. You know?
And you got to have intelligence because you got to make the right moves.
It's true.
You have to be patient on certain parts of the course. I like him when you're watching him swing, right? After he does whoever does something so. And how about the 2 women that went through?
They're kicking butt.
They're doing
Steffi
good.
Graf. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Kicking
and they're
butt.
swinging. I'm like, now, no, not now. And then swinging, now, no, not now. And then he doesn't make it. I'm like, don't listen to me.
pressure.
Yeah, don't listen to me.
I'm kind of bummed though.
Yeah.
We are 8 days from school starting.
Oh,
So
talk to me.
Yeah. So I mean, as an educator, perfect time to recharge my batteries. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back. Ready for another school year. Ready to kick butt. It's just the beach is so nice.
So
Do I look tan?
If I'm tell us all, okay, you got 8 days left for school before school starts. Okay, I'm a freshman. What? Tell me.
Ooh, freshman.
Yes.
Wide eyes, open
Scared.
heart. You're pretty nervous, but at all the high schools in town right now, they're doing their orientations. Go have an open mind, have some fun, learn your cheers, and pick up your paperwork. Fill it out correctly. Make my life a little easier when school starts. But other than that, school's right around the corner. You got 8 days of the beach left, guys. Make it happen.
Then we got sophomores.
Sophomores, you now know what to do. Let's hope you're a little bit more mature this year. From the very beginning, make it happen. It's easier to play keep up than catch up. So right off the bat, start studying, get your books, and get those community service hours done. And start preparing for that SAT. You never know. The PSAT's going to help. Pick up a practice book and just study. 1 page a day. That's all you need to do.
Juniors.
This is a huge year for you. It's ridiculous. This is crazy. This is crazy time. You have from now until November 30th to get your apps in for college. A lot of them have opened up already. Start finalizing those personal statements. Edit it again. Have somebody else read it. and just tell your story. These colleges really want to know who you are as a person, holistically, not just academically. So if you're in sports, highlight that. If you're in a club, highlight that. If you do theater, highlight that. If you sing, highlight that. They just want to get to know you as a person.
What's the community service hours? What's amazing like right now?
Ooh, so minimum to graduate high school in town, it's 60 everywhere. But you're not getting into UCLA with 60. You're getting into UCLA with 300 plus. And that's just average right now. And you can do that anywhere in town. Every school has a list. You can come do it here at Teen Sports Radio. I can find something for you to do. Erica can find something for you to do.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's a lot to do.
Yes, you can set the alarm and wake me, first of all.
So,
That's number one.
60. What I like to tell students is try and do 75 to 100 a year.
Nice.
And then you can break that up as you like. I always did mine at the community shelter during Christmas time. I was just moving boxes for days. But
Nice.
I got to
plug an event coming up
Absolutely.
that we need lots of volunteers for.
Let's hear it.
The Lemon Festival is coming up.
Out in
the
Goleta,
end of
right?
September.
Yeah.
So we still are taking sign-ups, community service hours. I'm down there 2 days.
Sloane Reali.
I am the volunteer
Yeah.
coordinator that weekend. So
How do we get a hold of you,
us.
Sloane?
Gosh, that's a really good question. There's actually a website dedicated. Goleta is the
Goleta.
correct way. Lemonfestival.com, I believe.
Alrighty.
Is the best way. Or you can contact me, Sloane Reali, and Google that, or go to my website.
Cool.
But get a hold of me because I need volunteers and lots of community service available that weekend.
Sweet.
Okay, if you're a senior, you don't do anything, you're in, right? There's nothing to worry about.
I wish. Seniors kind of along the same lines as juniors. Now we're really finalizing everything. It's your grades do matter this year. Everybody stops after 11th, but that's not true. Unfortunately, this year I had a couple students have their applications rescinded because they slacked off that second semester of high school of their last semester of high school. So just stay focused. Still have some fun. But it's right there. You can do it.
Great. So who'd you bring? Everybody's in the quiet room, but we're going to take a break. But who'd you bring today?
Ooh, I got a big time friend of mine, big basketball coach here in town. He is the athletic director and head basketball coach at Providence High School.
Nice.
Mr. Steve Stokes.
Nice.
And then I have two of his athletes here.
Nice.
And they're going to tell me about their upcoming season, what they're doing over at Providence, and just what I respect about him as a coach.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sloane, who'd you bring today?
I, too, have a couple of athletes. I have some gymnasts today. Sarah and Jana are going to be sharing about gymnastics and misconceptions and the most frequently asked questions of gymnasts. And I have Amanda Martinez back in the house,
Nice.
singer-songwriter,
Yeah,
going to
we
be
needed to
promoting
bring
her
her back.
album.
All right, good.
And she's going to do more than what she did last time.
Great. All right, I got Brian Hayden. He's the newest Exalted ruler at Santa Barbara Elks 613. We're going to get to all of those and more after these messages. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right afternoon. Dominique, where else are we?
We're on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's really cool.
Yes.
You can actually listen to the radio show on YouTube. Isn't
Yes.
that cool? And where else?
.com. And there's one more. Twitter?
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, Twitter.
Did you leave anything out?
It doesn't matter because all you got to do all you got to do is hit it and is hit Teen Sports Radio on the web, and we'll be there because we're doing good things. And I got to give it to all of my co-hosts. I got 19 of them right now. We've got 19 nonprofits, and I think we've tipped over $400,000. So that's what we do. That's what we do.
I saw the last gift, I think it was to Santa Barbara Rescue Mission from Andrea Pritzer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And she's got a beautiful business ad up there. Also on the bottom of Safe Launch, which is a great nonprofit dealing with, helping kids out and keeping them off, the streets and the drugs and the alcohol. So I love who we've affiliated with, and I'm just blessed. And I don't know if anybody heard, but Santa Barbara is rated, best city, all right, in the country from Sunset Magazine, was it? Woo! I've been saying it for years, right? Where else do you want to go? This is the only place. Sloane,
Yes, ma'am.
where do you want to live?
You know, it's a funny story. When I came here in '89 to sell real estate of all things, just before the market crashed. You know, I was always sell real estate. I should go somewhere where I really want to live. Lost everything. Went back to school. But yeah, I came down here to visit, and I never left. I've stayed by the skin of my teeth, and things have turned around, and I'm still here. Santa Barbara is a good place to be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can fall. Even if you lose everything, it's a great place to be. It's warm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's free food.
Yeah.
There's places like Teen Sports Radio that's going to help you, and we got to help everybody.
Yep.
So I've got in the house, let's put our hands together. We got the newest Exalted ruler, Brian Hayden, with Santa Barbara Elks 613. Woo!
Welcome, Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to move your mic up here closer, Brian. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great.
I am so happy to finally get down, to tie you down.
Yeah.
Because you just hit the ground running. Okay, I'm an Exalted ruler. I'm going to get things done this year.
That's what I've been doing.
He's the man. He's the king. Tell us all who are not Elks, who are not blessed enough to be an elk. Okay. I am an elk.
You can only get
exactly. He's the man. It's like we treat Dr. D in the studio. He's the producer, the capitan. So Exalted ruler. Define that for those who do not are familiar with the Elks.
The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is a fraternal organization that's very national, and we're devoted to charity. And we'd have all kinds of charities. We have our Elks National Foundation, which focuses mainly on scholarships. And we have, in our state local area, each state has their own association, but our California-Hawaii Elks Association has what we call Major Project. And it is devoted to meeting the unmet needs of disabled children and their families. Last year, just in our state, we raised $3.2 million.
Woo! That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Of that, our lodge, Santa Barbara Lodge, raised $35,000 of that.
Nice. That's awesome.
So, and it's a great program that we have like 37 therapists all throughout the state, and mainly they go to the children's homes and perform whatever therapy is necessary. I mean, everything you can think of: physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. The list just goes on, and it's just an awesome program.
How do the families or the children find you in those services? Are they referred, or
generally speaking, they are families that, for whatever reason, say they're two working families and they just don't qualify for either government or other programs, and they get referred to us by them. They said, you know what, we can't help you, but why don't you call the Elks? They might be able to do something for you. And that's very common.
As far as getting a hold of you, you just mentioned it, calling the Elks Club. How do we get a hold of you? Where are you guys located?
You can get us on the internet at elks.org.
Okay.
And that will give you a tremendous amount of information about what Elks do and who we are. Our particular lodge is very devoted to helping all of our veterans in our community. A lot of people don't know it, but originally when the Veterans Hospital, it's not a hospital anymore, was founded in Santa Barbara, the Elks founded it. The Elks actually founded the very first veterans hospitals in America right after World War I, and then turned them over to the government.
That's incredible. So, how long have you personally been involved?
I have been an Elk for 33 years.
There you go.
Wow.
And my dad was an Elk before me, and the Elks were just really interesting to me because my dad was at Elks Lodge in a place called Oak Harbor, Washington, up in Washington State. It's on Whidbey Island. At that time, very small community. So if anything was happening in that community, it was happening at the Elks Lodge. And I saw the tremendous amount of work that these guys were doing for charities and helping their community.
Additionally, I don't think a lot of people realize this. You just mentioned your special projects, but there's like 19 other things that you guys do.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys right down to selling wood. Okay, I mean oak. I mean, let's
we
go
sell
through the
firewood
community.
every Saturday, and we use that for charity, and all of that goes. We've got our Elks Lodge is 26,000 square foot building. on a little over 6 acres, and that's all maintained by all volunteers. And a lot of those volunteers, that's what they like to do, is split wood. The tree companies, rather than take it to the landfill, they bring us these big eucalyptus rounds, and we split them and sell them for firewood.
What about the Scouts? Talk about that.
We charter 4 Scout troops and 2 Cub Scout troops and 1 Brownie Den.
Nice.
And they get a tremendous amount of their community service time through us. They are constantly coming to the lodge and helping out with some of our charity events. They're awesome. And we don't believe that we can have too many Boy Scout troops. We'll charter as many as we need that are out there that want to be chartered.
College scholarships?
We definitely have scholarship programs. We have a Student of the Month program where a student is picked by the school from all of the area high schools each month to be honored. And we honor them at the Elks Lodge, and they get kind of into the program and find out about our scholarships and our scholarship programs throughout the nation.
My personal favorite, Hoop Shoot.
Hoop Shoot. Wow. Part of our big drug awareness program. We've done the district hoop shoots here year after year after year, and we have terrific participation. We've even had some winners out of our area here, too.
Of course, the big thing that I love and belong to is, of course, bingo. I love calling bingo when I didn't have bingo. Now, that was an embarrassment.
Oh, come on and we'll hook you up.
I did, exactly. I'm like, what? It's not bingo. She said it, I said. No, but my voice.
We have bingo at our Elks Lodge every Thursday night. It's one of our main fundraising engines. It's open to the public every Thursday night. We serve great food. You don't have to stop and get a burger on the way in. We have all the food you need there. And we urgently want people to come and support our bingo because it's our main fundraising engine so that we can give to our veterans and so we can help our Boys and Girls Clubs, so we can help our Scouts if they can't afford to go to their camps and stuff.
Where does the bingo take place?
At 150 North Kellogg, the Santa Barbara Elks Lodge, number 613.
Okay.
Every Thursday from
anybody can show
5:30. You bet.
And you pay at the door?
That's right.
Is there an age limit? Age limit? 18?
I think it's 21.
Okay.
It is gambling.
It is gambling.
You believe bingo, gambling.
I know there's a couple of places because we don't promote alcohol, but boy, I mean, if you ever, and I don't drink, but if I ever were going to have a drink outside of Harry's, okay, I would say that the Elks would be the close second right there, right?
But there's no alcohol served during bingo.
No.
Never.
No. And that's why, and people were looking, she was drunk. No, I was not drunk when I said bingo. No, I did not say it. I was
She's that way all the
bingo,
time. It's
I
okay.
meant. I didn't know. I never have, so many people stare at me, ever. So listen, we are going to continue the tradition, and we had Ed, and we're going to stop by and donate another scholarshiped commercial to the Elks for this next
awesome.
year. And we really appreciate you and all the service that you've done. It's a big job that you have, and really appreciate you, Ed.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Ed, before you, I mean, you guys are great guys. So listen, if you have any questions, just Google the Elks.org. Elks.org. That's it. All right. We have got so much more. Let's take a short little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. right after news. And Sloane, Reali, who'd you bring in the house?
Well, my first two guests, I've got a couple of young ladies here. Sarah from Dos Pueblos, was going into Dos Pueblos High School, and I have Jana, who is going to be entering San Marcos High School in the fall. I asked the girls to come and join me because they are gymnasts, and they're going to share a little bit about their journey. My first question for you girls is, how long have you both been doing, and this is through Girls Inc., that you're doing gymnastics? How long, at what age did you start doing gymnastics?
I've been doing gymnastics for 7 years, so I started when I was 7.
Nice.
At 7. And Jana?
I started when I was 3 years old, so 11 years.
Through Girls Inc., or did you guys start somewhere else?
Yes, I started at a different club at 3, and then I moved to Girls Inc. after 2 years.
All right. Now, is this the location down near the junior high school, Santa Barbara Junior High?
Yes.
That's where you study. That's a nice setup down there that they have for you.
It is.
So you've been competing?
Yes.
Do you have specialties that you do, or do you do it all?
We do it all.
We do it all.
So all includes, tell us all the different events that you do.
Floor, balance beam, vault, and uneven bars.
And what is your favorite thing to do?
Uneven bars.
Floor.
Why?
I like flying around on the bars and going from one bar to the other. Yeah.
That just freaks me out. I watch people do that, and they had the colleges were competing around July 4th. Did you catch the competitions, the college competitions around July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was absolutely insane. Why is floor your favorite?
I like floor because I like power tumbling and it's quick, and I guess you kind of just get it over with.
And that's with the music.
Yes.
So it's like it's dancing too.
Yeah.
Do you work with a choreographer, a dancing choreographer?
Sometimes when we first get our routines, we have a choreographer, but after we learn our routines, we kind of just do them on our own.
Quick and explosive. You guys are strong, and I actually need to talk to you guys because my hands, when I'm training for Ninja Warrior, I just rip them up so bad.
We do too.
How do you guys take care of your hands?
I don't get rips that much, but she does.
I kind of get rips a lot, and rips are popped blisters, basically. We use chalk to, I guess, reduce friction to make our hands not rip as much. And when we do get a rip, you just lay off bars for a practice or two, and then kind of grin and bear it.
Yeah, so just a couple hours ago, I actually just trimmed my calluses because you're supposed to just kind of callus them down or with the pumice stone. So I've been doing that a lot, and it's so far so good. But I've had some dirty tears.
Yeah. Oh, you were getting a manicure.
But it's so important because if you rip your hand, you're out for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts. It does.
So.
Can I ask you, ladies, when I was little, I saw the Olympics, and I wanted to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
But my mom put me into ballet. So I'm just curious, what did you see that inspired you at such a young age to get started?
Well, I just liked how it incorporated dance as well, because I used to do dance for a really long time. But then I started tumbling, and my mom actually saw me do cartwheels and handstands by myself, so she put me into gymnastics, and I really loved it. So
I started out in ballet, and then my friend was taking a gymnastics class, and I was like, oh, well, I want to be with my friends, so I quit ballet and joined gymnastics, and then I just never left.
Nice. Is there any Olympian or any athlete that is your hero in gymnastics?
Jordan Weber.
Gabby Douglas.
Yeah.
Is there any female ninja warrior that you want to emulate? No, just asking.
So now that you guys are going into high school and getting a little older, high school teams don't have gymnastics teams. So,
No.
So what do you guys do to keep active and stay with your team? Do you guys do cheer for the tumbling and explosive aspect, or do you guys just keep with the gymnastics?
Just keep with gymnastics.
Yeah, and we can also sign up for independent PE,
Yeah.
which is like you get out of school about an hour early. Or
Do you guys
45.
compete?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
What is your team name?
We're just Girls,
Girls
Inc.
Inc.
Okay, cool. Santa Barbara Girls Inc.
Yeah.
Which we support, Teen Sports Radio, right? They're one of our Are they on our site? Oh, they're not on the site.
Thank you for outing them. We just haven't had time. It's not like we don't have everybody calling us. Why don't you do that next week?
Okay, but
yeah, you could call them next week. I didn't think about on it.
This is a nonprofit,
Yes.
though, that we could support. And now that we have guests on the show,
Right.
I just assumed they were already on there. Okay. All right. We're going to take care of that.
Well, you young ladies, Mr. Alex Ramirez at Platinum, good friend of mine, good friend of the show. Every once in a while, he'll set up like a Ninja Warrior course for me,
That's
so I
so
can
cool.
train, and I want you
That's
guys
fun.
to come.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, for
That'd be
sure.
fun.
Well, you guys are all quick, and we'll race.
Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Get your butt kicked. I'm going to put it on YouTube.
I'm gonna
Midnight
right after this, I'm
Sensation.
trained.
I have one more question for these girls. I learned when we were waiting earlier that there is actually more than one type of split.
Yes.
And so first of all, What is the most common question that you're always asked?
Can you do the splits?
That's the first thing people want to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain splits to us.
So there are 3 types of splits. The first split is front split or good leg, and it's the normal split that people usually see. And then there's also bad leg splits, which is the same as good leg or front splits, but with the other leg in front. And then there's middle splits or side splits, which is straddle. I don't know how to explain it, but...
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I just thought of it. And can you girls do all of those splits?
No, I can do my good leg and bad leg. Straddle is kind of difficult.
Yes, I mean, that's just a lot of ligaments and,
a lot of pain.
When my son was in the dojo getting his black belt, this is one of the things at the splits club, and that was a goal for everyone getting their black belt, was to be able to do the split. Didn't matter what kind of split, just do the split
a split.
to get that patch on their gi.
You know, the interesting thing that I found out about flexibility, it really has to do with stress. So the more that you can relax your body and let go of stress, your flexibility increases.
Yeah.
That's
Smile.
No wonder during the school year I'm less flexible.
That's because you got that bad leg.
So you ladies have been wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. You're going to be able to hear this on the air. Soon. Well, today, the 18th, and it's also going to be on the website, so you can share with your friends. I do have another guest in the house, La Amanda Martinez, singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
Yeah!
Thank you, everybody. Share what she's got going on musically. She's got an album coming out, and I'm just going to let her take the mic and let us know what's going on with her.
Awesome. So I came a few weeks back, or a month, whenever it was, and I did a little bit of talking about doing Relay for Life and why I sing for it, because my mother and our host actually lost her mom as well, so I thought that was a really beautiful episode or radio show last
Moment.
night. Moment. It was a moment.
I must have listened to it like 8,000 times. It was really good. No, it was really, the song was really good.
Oh, thank you.
It was really nice, actually. Yeah,
Incredible.
It was a really good one.
Oh, good. I'm really glad to hear that. And so
you're gonna make our final cut at the end of the. We take the best of.
Oh,
I forget I tell you now.
Oh my gosh! I feel like I won something.
I know. You actually did.
You did. Yeah, you did.
We only have like one show that we highlight the best of all the shows for the year. So yeah, and congratulations.
I feel the warmth in my heart right now.
I know. I know, because we're all sweating. It's always like 100. It's like 110 in here. Well, we're not saying anything.
Whoa. So I've been working with my producer and really good friend Carlos Guillen since October 2013, and we've been writing an album together, and we are both writing it. He's producing. I go in and I do some producing with them. I'll sit there and we go, oh, what about this? And we're like, oh, maybe not. Yeah, and we're like, yeah, that's a sick beat, and like we love it. It's so much fun. So it's contemporary R&B with some twisting here and there. I grew up singing a lot of different types of music. So, but it's going to be one right now. It's mostly R&B contemporary. So I would like to be performing at Fiesta and all around coming up when the album's here, and then hopefully tour with it. I would love to tour that. I've been dreaming about that since I saw Selena. And like even before, when I was singing Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston in my room, I didn't know that anybody would hear me. I don't know.
So can people find you? So today's August 18th. Are you going to be performing live anywhere in the next month or so? Can we find you anywhere or come hear you?
I don't think we're going to be doing that just yet. We are going to schedule a launch. We're going to do videos and photos and come out with a bang.
How will people be able to get a hold of your CD or your EP or your digital download?
It will be online. It'll be website or iTunes. It's going to be everywhere you can get music. We would really like to get a fundraiser together, because being a local artist and doing it on our own, we need supporters. And so we would actually like to have an event to raise money. I don't know if anybody's heard of a Kickstarter, but I have a good friend who works in marketing, and when you do a Kickstarter, one of the big rules is you get 20% of your goal before you push the the campaign, and that would probably be about $2,500. So I need to raise that first, and then go out and do the Indiegogo or whatever we're going to decide to do.
Give us just a sample, three measures.
Yes.
Well, you're killing me right now. That was a very touching moment that I had with you this last time. So she's whispering over here, she won't. And I said, oh, she will.
She totally will. Yeah, I talked to Carlos text message, and he said, okay, do that one.
Okay, all right. Okay. Good. We've got a minute, and then we'll go to break.
All right.
Thank you.
Opening my heart was never easy. Fell for the wrong man, time and time again. Leaving me so afraid to let anyone in. Oh, 'cause I didn't want to feel that kind of pain. Oh, no. Love isn't easy, and no, it ain't fair. Seeping into your heart when you're unaware. Lifting you up or pulling you down. Spinning you round like a merry-go-round.
Oh, that's an awesome way to close. Hey, we've got a lot more. It's go time. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. right after the news. I still got goosebumps.
Oh, man.
She killed it. She did a great job.
Yeah, she's been singing a long time. And it's funny because the producer that Carlos said she's working with, she actually worked with him years ago when she was still in high school. I came across this old CD. I put it in, like, God, that voice sounds so familiar. And sure enough, it was her years ago. Conrad Kono worked on that album. She's been singing a long time. And hopefully this is the one. This is the one that's going to take her out on the road.
You know, it's so fun to see your students come in here. They all have different personalities and different kind of voices.
Yep.
And you just light them on fire.
That's a nice way of saying it.
I want to hear Sloane sing.
Kick their butt. Golly. It's really, this is an exciting time of year right now, too, because we're going into the fall. So I'll have if you're a parent out there listening, this is a great time before school really gets going. Get your kid in for an evaluation. I'll show them I'll give them a foundation, show what their baseline is, what they already have in place with their voice. Everyone has more in place with their voice than they realize. Of course, there's contests coming up. The Teen Star thing will be gearing up end of the year. This is also the time of the year some of these TV things are auditioning. So I've got a couple of people getting ready for Los Angeles, and that's exciting.
I know you branched off, outside of the singing because, to me, you bring out in your students, because this is the one thing that I could see that is consistent with all your guests, it's a confidence.
Yes.
So the confidence to me, it doesn't matter if they can sing. I think if you just brought out anybody's confidence, like a high school kid, or I'm in, business, own my own insurance company and whatnot, and sales, we always had to go, I worked for other companies before I went out on my own. There was always these motivational training workshops. Oh my God. And at least the things, none of the guys that were up there really didn't. I'm like, oh, dear God. I mean, they weren't really motivating.
Yeah.
But you're motivating. So do you do anything else outside of the singing?
Absolutely. And I love that you used confidence, because really that's the business I'm in. I'm in the confidence building business. But whether for singing, speaking, presenting, the elevator speech, if you're a business owner listening and you go to those networking things and get freaked out and you get 20 seconds or 30 seconds to do your commercial, that is a new product that I'm having so much fun with, because we get really clear, you're connecting deeply with whoever your listener is, the content, and you've got a clear call to action. What do you want those people to do when you're done with your 20 seconds?
That is so hugely important, and kids need to know elevator speeches are really important. Whatever gig you're doing, however you want people to help you out, Absolutely. If you can't say it quick and eloquently, get some help.
Well, because of the internet and Facebook and YouTube and Pinterest and all this other kind of stuff, we probably had a minute, our generation. Now it's boiled down to 20 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. Because a person's attention span is done. Do you ever get that email you open up and you're like, it's like 22 paragraphs. I click. I'm to the next one. Yeah, I know. I don't even know if I'm going to get to it today because you frightened me.
Sure. It goes back to one of the things I always tell my students: first impressions do matter. And if that first impression is your 15 seconds, that's your one shot, and you might not have it again.
Yeah.
It is important. Put your best foot forward always.
Absolutely.
Andy Gill, who's in the house?
Woo! Woo! We got some studs. So I got a friend of mine, head coach and athletic director at Providence High School.
Nice, I love Providence.
Yeah. So Providence is pretty new. 7 years old. Steve has been there 2 years, I believe, and has kind of changed that whole basketball program around, and they're doing big things. He's brought 2 of his athletes with him. I'll let him introduce them in a minute, but Steve is a transfer to Santa Barbara from Royal High School, and...
Where's that?
Simi Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, so Simi Valley, and brings a ton of basketball experience. He's been coaching club, he's been coaching high school, and he's really changing that whole basketball mindset at Providence High. Not only basketball, but just as an athletic director, all the sports, and adding new sports all the time. Every once in a while on Presidio, I'm saying, oh, Providence just added this. So I'm going to let him kind of touch on that a little bit, but this is my buddy and coach, Steve Stokes from Providence High School.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
So, Steve, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you coming from? How'd you get into basketball? And who are these 2 young men?
Well, my journey with basketball started, at a pretty young age, but I knew I wanted to get into coaching from the time I was like 13. And so I actually got my first high school coaching job pretty much a couple days after I graduated high school.
No way.
So, yeah, I've been going at it for a little bit.
Where'd you graduate high school?
I graduated from Royal High School.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then, I was really fortunate to get to go back there a few years later and kind of build their program up. We were fortunate to go to a couple CIF championships and some state championships, and it opened because of the success that we had there, it opened some doors here in beautiful Santa Barbara to be able to lead.
City.
Absolutely. You take it, even though I've only been here for a short time, you kind of take it for granted until you go back down to see me, where it's just not the same anymore, once you've had a taste of Santa Barbara. But it's Royal's 3,000 kids, public school, Division I, and we built it up. But I think it says a lot about Providence, where who has 70 kids on the high school campus. They had me sold right away with just the way that they, go about doing things, the way they treat people, and the way the education is set up. It's a very unique setup, and I'm really proud to be a Patriot.
Absolutely.
And with me, I got a couple of our athletes. I got Ricky Beebe.
Ricky Beebe. That's an awesome name, Ricky.
And we got Gianni Madrigal also, who is
an awesome name as well.
Serious. Like
both
you have to go to Providence to have a cool name.
Yeah, both of them are going to be big-time contributors on our team this year, so I'm really excited about the upcoming year here.
All right, Coach, so before we get to the students, I kind of want to ask you about your prior season. How'd you guys do, and what are you guys looking to do?
This time, last summer, I had just started coming in, and so it was kind of building a foundation that you can build a program on. And last year we had 6 freshmen, and 3 sophomores on varsity, and so that's a unique situation to begin with. But for a coach that's trying to take over a program and kind of build a new way of doing things, I thought it was a dream situation, because you get to build things the way that you want to. You get to you get to mold those freshmen and sophomores how you want. And I think last year we overachieved, I think, in a lot of ways.
It's not a bad thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm on board with you. Absolutely. I think last year with a young team, we played for a league championship last year, and in playoffs, we won a playoff game, took the number 3 ranked team in CIF to toe to toe to the final seconds, and it's just kind of building towards where we end up wanting to go. And this summer we've kind of just continued to grow that, and we made it into the championship bracket at the CARP tournament, which
Absolutely.
I think we're a school of 70 kids. I think the next smallest school had 700, so to be in that top 8 is a good thing for a group of sophomores and juniors. So
and as a coach, I'm sure you're pretty stoked. I mean, a young team means you get to develop them, and they're going to get better, and you're going to get older, and then you're going to start doing a lot more. So That's big news.
No, it's been great, and there's with a young team like that, I mean, they're very talented players. I mean, they wouldn't be playing varsity basketball if they weren't. So you have the moments of brilliance, but then you have the growing pains, and it's all just about like the teaching moments and being able to teach and grow. And I think that's why we've been successful, is because the guys are constantly working to get better, and they see what's possible now.
Cool.
And they see what's possible, and so they put in a lot of work on their own. And so a lot of our success, you got to credit the guys and kind of the work that they put in.
So Ricky and Gianni, I want to hear about you guys now. Who are you? What grade are you in? And what position do you play?
Guess what? We got the smushy sign.
Ooh.
You're not watching one finger.
When I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone.
I can see that. I'm like doing jumping jacks. No. All right. That means smushy sign means it's go time. But we're going to get to the athletes right after these messages. Don't go away. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. We got a lot to do. Andy Gill, talk to me.
Gianni, Ricky, what's going on, guys? I want to know about you guys a little bit. What grade are you in? What position do you play? And why basketball?
Oh, sorry. We're both juniors, and I play post. Yeah.
I'm also going to be a junior, and right now I'm playing guard. So yeah.
So post and a guard. Who do you guys emulate your game after? Who are you guys trying to play like? Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player was Chauncey Billups. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Taking it back a few years.
Yeah.
How do you know about him? You're too young.
Pistons fan.
What about you, Gianni?
For me, I think it would be Tim Duncan, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty good post player. Kind of like doing my post moves off of him. And of course, Shaq too. It's pretty sick. So.
Yeah, there you go. So, what are your personal goals for this next upcoming season? And what do you guys want to do as a team? Like, team first, right?
Yeah. I think first of all, just get closer to each other as like teammates and just accomplish great things. Like when we just like create good close friendships that will go on after high school too, and just be good friends no matter if we lose and have good attitudes no matter if we lose or win. So that's like one of the goals for a team, I think, that I would like to have. So.
What's the inspiring things that you pass on to each other when you see someone's down about how they're playing the day?
Usually we just tell them to get back up. It's in practice, so you have to keep going. So, usually like they'll make up for the next play. So, yeah.
So your coach, I mean, he has a lot of anecdotes. He's a very wise guy. Is there anything that is there anything he says a lot, or any sayings that he repeats a lot, or what do you guys take out of practice?
Well, like at the beginning of every practice, he says a pretty good quote that like inspires everyone to like have a good practice.
Quote of the day?
Yeah, like a quote of the day kind of thing. But he also like he just like makes sure that everyone stays positive in the practice and just pushes everyone to their best potential. So,
all right. So, Erica, do you want to ask him that favorite question of yours?
Absolutely. I have a question that I always ask for players, and I would like a word. It's an adjective because you're Providence, so you're real smart kids. It's an adjective that describes a noun. So I just want to make sure I knew what it was. So if I could have one word to describe your coach, that would be great. He's sitting right next to you, and I know you got practice this afternoon, but don't you just email or text me if he. I'll go down there, okay, and I'll bring a can. I'll open up that can.
Got your own personal bodyguard now.
I would say inspirational.
Oh,
there you go.
I like that one.
I would probably just say extremely positive.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Excellent.
They just earned some extra minutes now.
All right. Let's go right back to the coach now because, got to go back now.
Speaking about Ricky, I think it's very telling that he chose Chauncey Billups as a role model for him, because Ricky is coming to a leadership role for us, and that Chauncey Billups was a great leader for those Pistons teams for all those years, and Ricky has done that in spades this upcoming year, and so I think he's a great leader, not just verbally, but leads by example too. And Gianni, he's motivated. He gives me, every day it seems like he's sending me a text message, hey coach, you want to work out, you want to go to the gym, you want to do this, you want to do that. And so it's no surprise that he was our most improved player last year, and he's poised to do big things again this year. So success is not an accident. So
fantastic. Hey, you guys, we've got to head on out. Sunrise Magazine did not make a mistake. Santa Barbara is the best city in the United States to live in, and we thank all of our businesses, and we thank all of our citizens that are making Santa Barbara the place that it is. So God bless Santa Barbara. Thank you, co-host. See you next week.
Oh, 'cause I didn't want to feel that kind of pain. Oh, no. Love isn't easy, and no, it ain't fair. Seeping into your heart when you're unaware. Lifting you up or pulling you down. Spinning you round like a merry-go-round.
Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.